Hey everyone, welcome back to DevSecOps CloudTech. I'm Blessing Olaleye, and today we are diving into a real AWS case study, fixing data loss in Amazon Kinesis data streams. If you ever worked with real-time data, you know losing even a small portion can cause huge headaches. In this video, I will break down the problem, the fix, and all the AWS services involved in a way that makes sense whether you are new to cloud or already hands-on. Before we start, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the bell so you don't miss our deep dives. Here is the setup. FinStream Analytics is a financial tech company that provides real-time marketing insight to investment firms. The analytics platform runs on Amazon EC2 instances, which constantly stream trading activity, price movements, and markets signal into Amazon Kinesis data streams. Here is the cache. Kinesis was using its default 24 hours data retention, but their batch analytics job only run every 48 hours and write results to Amazon S3 for business intelligence and trend analysis. That is like cooking a meal, leaving it on the counter and expecting it to still be fresh 2 days later. That's not going to happen. The problem, by the time the batch analytics job started, half the data had already been deleted by Kinesis because it passed that 24 hours limit. The result was incomplete, inaccurate historical data, and clients start to lose confidence in the product and in fintech. Trust is everything. Imagine an investment firm making a big decision based on your analysis only to find out later that your numbers were incomplete. Yeah, that's not a good day. The fix, simple but effective. The solution architect increased the Kinesis retention period from 24 hours to 72 hours. You can see that. Now the batch job running every 48 hours always find the data it needs. No more missing record, no more incomplete report, and as a bonus, the company got back their client trust. Quick tips for all my cloud architects. Kinesis lets you keep data for up to 7 days if needed. That flexibility can save you in situations like this. Now let's look at how the technology and concept employed in this scenario. First, we're going to be starting with Amazon EC2. Let's start with the first piece of this puzzle, which is Amazon EC2, also known as Elastic Compute Cloud. Think of EC2 as a virtual computer in AWS Cloud. You can choose how powerful it is, more CPU, more memory, more storage, as you pay for what you use. In this case, EC2 is hosting the analytics platform that is generating all the market data in real time. Without EC2, there's nothing to stream into Kinesis. The beauty of EC2 is you can scale up or down based on demand. So when markets are busy, say during opening hours, you can ramp up. When it's quiet, nothing much happening, scale back to save cost. The next, Amazon Kinesis data stream. If EC2 is the kitchen, Kinesis is the conveyor belt, moving dishes to where they need to go. Kinesis is designed to handle massive stream of data in real time. In this case, it is getting a constant flow of trading activities and market signal from EC2. Here's the important part. Kinesis holds that data for a set period called the retention period. Default is 24 hours, but you can increase it, which is exactly what fixes our problem. Kinesis is also flexible. You can have multiple consumers reading the same data for different purposes. Maybe one team does real-time dashboards, while another does historical analysis. Now let's zoom in on that retention period because it's key to this whole story. This is literally how long Kinesis keeps your data before deleting it. If you're a consumer, the system reading the data, don't grab it in time, it's gone. Here, retention went from 24 to 72 hours, giving the batch job plenty of breathing room. Without this change, the 48-hour processing schedule was basically a recipe for data loss. Rule of thumb, always align your data retention with your processing schedule. If you run every 12 hours, 24-hour retention is fine. If you run every 2 days, give yourself extra buffer. Amazon S3 is where the process data ends up. Think of it as your long-term storage valve. It's secure, durable, and scalable. It's perfect for keeping historical data because it's shipped for large amounts of storage and integrates easily with analytics too. Here, once the batch analytics job runs, results are stored in S3 for business intelligence and thread analysis. That implies decision makers can go back and look at accurate historical trend anytime they want. Batch analytics is just what it sounds like. Instead of processing data the moment it comes in, you collect it and process it in chunks at scheduled times. In our case, the schedule was every 48 hours. This is great when you don't need real-time results and it can save on compute cost compared to processing 24/7. But the trade-off, you have to make sure your data storage, like Kinesis, can hold that data until the batch job runs. That is exactly where things went wrong here. AWS Key Management System or KMS handles encryption keys for your data. Basically, it's the guards that lock up your data so only the right people can open it. In this case, KMS encrypted Kinesis data at rest. That means even someone somewhere access the storage without the key, the data is useless. It also integrates into most AWS services so you don't have to build encryption yourself. Just turn it on and set policies. AWS Identity Access and Management Control, known as AWS IAM, controls who can do what in AWS. In this scenario, IAM ensures that the batch analytics process has permission to read from Kinesis and write to S3, but nothing else. This follows the principle of least privilege, meaning each system or person gets only the access they need, nothing more. It's like giving someone the key to one room in your building, basically, not giving them the key to the entire building. Finally, Amazon CloudWatch, the eye and ear of your AWS environment. Why do I say that? Here, CloudWatch monitors Kinesis metrics like iterator age, which tells you how close your data is to hitting the retention limit. If it's getting too close, CloudWatch can trigger alerts or even automate fixes. This means you can catch potential data loss before it's happened, instead of finding out after the fact. And that is the full picture, from EC2 generating data to Kinesis streaming it out to S3 storing the result, and all the security and monitoring in between. We fix FinStream problem by simply adjusting retention, but the lesson is deeper. Know your service defaults, align them with your processing schedule, and monitor them. If you found this breakdown helpful, I will need you to subscribe to DevSecOps CloudTech, give it a like and drop your comments. And once again, I'm Blessing Olaleye. I will see you in the next one. Thank you, everyone.